Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we will be doing a you and them reading for the sign of Capricorn. So if you are a Capricorn sun, moon, rising, or any other placement that you're feeling called to take a look at, there may be some messages here for you. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Since this is general, not everything will resonate with everyone. Don't try to force something to fit if it's not feeling like your energy. This is a timeless reading as well. Whenever you're seeing it is the right time for you to receive it. This type of reading also designates a particular energy for you, a particular energy for them. It is just reading energy though, so feel free to reverse the roles if needed. And if neither energy feels like it belongs to you, then check out your other placements. Okay, let's get into it and see what's going on. It's so interesting. This is Capricorn's reading, but like I wanted to call you Aquarius just then. I like stopped myself. You could be involved with someone that has like an Aquarius placement. Maybe someone that you're like wanting to like put some distance between you and them, perhaps. Wow, that's okay. This is interesting. This is the first reading, and I'm getting close to the end. This is the first reading where two archetype cards have come out for someone. It's like giving this energy that this is a really big personality that you're dealing with, Capricorn. Let's get an energetic focus for you guys. We have had multiple energetic focuses coming out sometimes. That's not as unusual. Okay. Okay, so for your energy, you're coming through as the student archetype. We'll read the light and the dark attributes for each of these. You could be like in the light energy, in the shadow energy, or, you know, hovering back and forth, mixing between, depending on your situation. So I'll just tell you what I'm picking up on. The light attribute for student is humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. The shadow is arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Something about that is like bringing Aquarius up for me again. I keep having to remind myself this is Capricorn's reading. This is Capricorn's reading. Maybe this is actually you and this is them, and they have an Aquarius placement. Maybe you have an Aquarius placement in your chart besides the Capricorn. I don't know. Maybe you should just like listen to the Aquarius reading as well. Okay, so we also have the fourth chakra coming through as the energy, the heart chakra. So what I'm picking up on is you're in this phase of like spiritual growth. It's like something has happened in the past, like in a past relationship that you had, maybe with this person, maybe this is someone new, we'll see. Something happened in the past though, like on your end, you were in this shadow energy. I'm picking up on this energy of like learning about someone, like storing information about someone, like to use it like as defense later. It's like, I don't know, I'm getting this sort of like controlling energy. It's like wanting to, it's like you say, like you were like saving information about this person, like things that you saw as like weak points or like holes in their logic. And you were like holding on to that for like later use so that, you know, when you needed it to be, it could be like this sort of like ammunition to like prove your point, or to like sway the thinking of the conversation in the manner, like in the direction that you wanted it to go. And that, you know, it's like you may have like won some arguments. But this person viewed it as like disrespectful to them, as like a sign that you didn't really care about them. And you may have actually, I think you might have actually cared about this person a lot, but it's like you were too concerned with being right. And it's like now I'm feeling like you're in this phase of maybe sort of recognizing that to some degree, and like allowing yourself to accept it. It's like, I'm also like, it's like you knew what you were doing at the time, but you couldn't stop yourself. And you're sort of regretting that you couldn't like stop yourself, that you couldn't like, I don't know, like take the high road, that you couldn't, like take more action, like do more, like be more compassionate, more of a partner than an adversary, to like act in that way. And it's like something about this, the way the karma is like playing out, it's like something about like the loss that you experienced this with this person, is like they walked away from this energy, and now you're left like in this space of like reflecting and like healing your heart, opening it back up again, like learning humility, learning devotion to the truth, and not just your truth, but like the greater truth, the truth that like involves everyone and is like concerned and open to everyone, and like kind and compassionate to whoever is involved. Okay, this person over here that is connected to your energy in some way, they've got the two different archetypes here. So for the Queen, we've got radiates the regal feminine. uses her benevolent authority to protect others, becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. The seeker is thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Inability to commit to a path once found. Attachment came through as the energy. This is that person because you're still thinking about them. This is like they had a real attachment to you. You saw them in this like light queen energy. That's like what attracted you to them. But it's like when you came with that arrogant energy, they matched it. They reflected it back at you. You didn't like that, and they didn't like it either, because that's why there are two archetype cards here. That's not who they really are. That's the impression you had of them. That's the interpretation you had of them. And they were upset because they tried so hard to be attached to you, and you were not seeing them for who they really are. And it's like who they really are. It's like they seek the truth. You denied their truth. You're hurt that they walked away. They literally walked away. While you were over here trying to have like the right answer and like be smart about it, they're like, this person uses their intuition. That's what you were seeing in them with this feminine energy, regardless of this person's like gender specification, identity, whatever, that you were seeing the divine feminine aspect of this person. And they held up a mirror to you and showed you your energy so you could learn about it. But then they had to leave because you weren't seeing the person behind the mirror. I mean, this person has a significant, something about where Sagittarius is in their chart is important in some way. They're led there, they're drawn there in some fashion. And it's like when they tried to commit to you, when they tried to attach themselves to you, that was difficult for them to do because they weren't sure that you were the truth and you weren't their truth. They didn't like that you only saw the reflection that they were holding up. You were attached to the mask that they were wearing. But it's like, I don't know, it's like I'm getting... It's this weird energy of like, were they wearing a mask, or were you picturing a mask on their face? Because it feels like the latter. But at some point they had enough of... And it's you weren't even by the end of it, you weren't even seeing the divine feminine energy you were attracted to anymore. It's like you were only seeing like the shadow presentation of that. It's like, and I'm getting, this person wasn't even like really being controlling and demanding. They were just like setting boundaries, like trying to make a demarcation between like this mask and themselves, trying to separate themselves from it. And so they walked away from this imposed facade and like attached themselves to a different path, to a new path somewhere else. Okay, let's look at some tarot here and get a little more information about yours and theirs and shared energy. You felt you were at like a stalemate with this person in some way. There's like this energy that like you were at odds with one another. You felt blindsided by their decision to walk away. And like right now you're really focused on like the disappointment of what's happened. Like you're focused on the loss. It's like you're not allowing yourself to move on. You're not allowing yourself to move on. You gotta take a look. You gotta focus on your feelings, on where you're putting them. Like, this person isn't the person you were seeing them as. And it's like you've got to accept that for what it is. It's like you can't the challenge, like you can't communicate with this person for some reason. Like something about the communication between the two of you feels like a little bit incompatible, like at odds. It just like it does not mesh well. I feel like there's a lot of misunderstanding back and forth. That's why you're like literally seeing them as a different person than who they are. You have trouble. It's a challenge for you to see that truth, to accept that truth. And it's like this is something like this cycle shifting, this ending occurring, this, it's making space for a new beginning, like space for you to heal these things within you. Space for you to heal like the relationship of this like connection. Like I'm getting it won't ever be the same as like it was, but I don't know, it's like something in your heart needs to heal. It's like the something, I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but it's like you guys have to be like in communication with one another still. It's like either, you know, you're in the same friend group and nothing about that's going to change. It's like you have a kid together, you have like a community that you both are involved in. Like you work at the same place or something like that. It's like you have to see this person on a regular basis and have some type of interaction with them, even if it's just very small. Like you guys, you can't really communicate with this person. I'm getting like you keep your feelings locked up, like unless it comes out as this sort of like arrogance thing. It's like other stuff wasn't coming out that needed to come out. Let's look at their energy. They feel like they were deceiving you in some way. There's like all of this like mask energy here. Dang. Wow. That's crazy. Like it never ceases to amaze me how you can't make this shit up. Yeah, it's like this person feels like they were being a little dishonest in some way, but I don't know. It feels like less that they were being dishonest with you, more so dishonest with themselves. It's like I feel like they tried to show you in the beginning like who they really were, but it's like you didn't want to see it. You like lost sight of it. And it's like, or like, I don't know, something about it wasn't received in the way that it needed to be. And so it's like they started like hiding it away. Like just sort of like sitting behind the mask that you were creating and not like trying to like step back out of it. Or this person like, I feel like this person tried to communicate with you, wanted to communicate with you, but it felt to them that like every communication, like every time they try to communicate and like open this space back up, like move this mask out of the way, that it created some sort of conflict between you guys. And I don't know, like something about that couldn't be overcome. Like it felt like it was too much work. It was like this never ending battle to try to communicate themselves to you. And it's like this energy of like they would rather mind their own business than try to like force you to see them. They had trouble like mastering being in reality with you. They didn't feel like they were, like their true self was grounded into reality while in interaction with you. That's interesting. I'm getting that for something about the connection that you still have to have with this person. Like you still have to like see them to some degree. That that's going to come to a more stable place, more feeling more like a community again. Like I said, this person, it's like, I don't know, it feels like y'all are part of some sort of community together, even if it's just like a small like parent-child situation, or if it's like a larger community of people or friends or what have you. Also, ultimately, like this person feels much more freer, much more stable in stepping away from you. Like I feel like that was the right choice for this situation. It really feels like that you guys like weren't meant to like stay. That this separation was like important to your growth. Like to this person like finding their own stability without like being attached to you, and you like having this like healing of your heart and mind, like that was like catalyzed by this connection, and your reflection, you're like ruminating about it, because it's like I feel like it's hard not to think about them when you have to like see them, but like I don't know, something about this energy is still very connected. Okay, so like the vision for the future, this shared, like you both are feeling the need, feeling the comfort in being independent. It feels more stable in some way. I don't know, and it's like you're both interested in like taking action toward new feelings, new love. I'm getting, for some of you, this could be like in reference to like finding a more stable place in this connection, like coming to terms that you guys like there needs to be some distance, but that you still have to like interact. It's like coming to terms with that new relationship. For others, it's like, I don't know, it's like you're happy to be having this independence from one another, so that you can, like, you're both interested in pursuing love somewhere else. Like beginning a new relationship. But it is like you both are like moving slowly towards that, like cautiously. Wait. You're both finding it, I don't know, like it's kind of difficult for you to, it's like you're both experiencing some delays in starting a new relationship. Or I'm getting, for some people too, it's like like moving slowly and cautiously is different for you. It's like stepping into a new relationship. It's like almost like it's moving too fast. It's like someone is needing a little more time to heal, to recuperate, to rest. But it's like, yeah, it's like this, ultimately, this relationship, like it's done. It's stagnant. It's like whatever new stability forms for this is like, it's what it's going to be from here on out. It's like, I don't feel like you have to worry about striking things up with this person again and like going through this cycle again. It feels pretty complete once you reach this like stable point. And it's like that's gonna come through like, you know, meditating on, reflecting on what has occurred, the dynamics between the two of you, how the energy was working for you each individually, and how that wasn't lining up for the two of you. That's some weird stuff going on with my throat right now. I'm getting like, it feels like you want to maybe like have a conversation with this person about what happened, but you're like finding it difficult to speak up because like you have trouble with the communication. And maybe that's fine for now because they feel like every communication is like a source of conflict. So it's like, maybe just like stay by yourself on that, like hold off on that communication, at least for the time being, and like look inward, reflect inward about what you know about the situation, what you experienced, like from beginning to end. Like look for the knowledge inside yourself rather than outside. It's like I'm picking up like this person knows how to do that. That's how they saw the need to like attach to a different path. Okay. So if this reading resonated with you, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the description box below has my website, email, so you can contact me to set that up. And thank you for letting me read for you today. This was a very intriguing energy, especially what happened with the Archetype card. That was so interesting. I hope it was helpful in some way, and I hope to see you back next time. Bye, Capricorn.